Whoa, what's up? It's your boy Potter Rich Izzy here. You already know, man. We're at Boss to Boss podcast right now. We're at F Love Loyalty Lab. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what we call it, but we're going to get into it in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But thank y'all for tapping in. Y'all already know. You know what I'm saying? We're here with Cuz. We're about to see what's going on. Let's tap in. So, Cuz, what you call this joint? Because I don't know. I'm talking about F Love Loyalty, you know what I'm saying? Lab. Like, what you call this joint?
So this is my kitchen, man. That's why I come at the release everything. Get that drip making. It's F Love is Loyalty, the brand, the kitchen. You dig?
Oh,
it's the kitchen.
You call this the kitchen, so you cooking.
I'm in here cooking up that.
You cook.
That I am.
Facts. So what you putting together right now?
So right now I'm taking the sleeves off the side of these shirts on the panels to give a little distressed look to it. Already cut the bottom and everything off, shorten it up and everything. Mm-hmm. That's the look now. Everybody going with the short shorts, the shorting shorts, you know what I'm saying? Give it a little boxy look. It's a heavyweight. Still got to put the logo on the back and everything like that. Got a finished one right here. You did. Got one right here already ready to go. So this how it's gonna fit, this how it's gonna look. Giving that little cut right there. Mm-hmm. You know. Just working on a little bit in here.
Right. So how you feel that you like the only, like that I know in the city, like the only like real live clothing designer, like you don't really like, from my knowledge, you know what I'm saying, to watching, like you don't really do no, you know what I'm saying, overseas, like you still like got sewing needles, you still got sewing machines, like ain't nobody really doing that in the city, cuz.
Yeah, I'm already hip, so I'm just like happy I am one of the only ones, one of the ones that people actually learning about. It makes me just like stand out or whatever, because I'm doing it all myself. You seeing my thoughts, you seeing my images and everything. You seeing just how transformation, nothing to something sometimes. So it's kind of cool being one of the only ones. Then I'm a male, so you don't really see too many males sewing, putting that drip together, sizing people and everything. So
not at all. Not at all. They don't got home economics no more, cuz, so you know what I'm saying? That ain't a thing no more. But
I wasn't even taught either. I'm self-taught. So I like just grab the fabric, bought a sewing machine, and got the sewing. Like I messed up, I took it back apart, put it back together until I got it right.
Facts. That's what's up. So what you get when you in your creative space, like what you be thinking about, like what is your process when you get in your creative space?
Being different. Try my best to think as far outside the box as I can. And then I'm still new to sewing and all this. I ain't take no graphic schools or none of that type of stuff. So I'm still just like new to constructing certain garments and all that. So basically some of this stuff happened by mistake. It don't even happen intentionally. I do something, I mess up and I see it. I'm like, hold on, I'm just gonna leave it how it is and see how it rocks like that. And it plays out for me sometimes. Majority of the times it pays out because nobody know no mistakes. Nobody know what's going on for real. They just see the artwork. They just see the magic.
Right. So during your dedication, like what is to make you so dedicated? What is the fun? Because I know, you know what I'm saying, when somebody got a craft, it's like fun to them. It's like something to do. So what is fun to you when you create?
Putting that shit on. When I see smiles, when I see the joy, cause sometimes people come to me and be in different headspace. Me too, be in totally different headspace. So when I made something that I realized seeing come from nothing, and it's something now that I can actually put on and feel and touch, like I made a thought come to reality. So by me seeing you put it on, or by you putting it on, you like, damn, this it right here, make you feel a little different and make you feel happy, better than what you felt before you walked into my presence or before you even put the drip on. So by me seeing that transformation, maybe you had a fucked up day, and you put that drip on, it just changed the whole dynamics of your day. Now you that nigga, you that man. Regardless if you ain't got no money, no nothing in your pockets, you put that drip on, man, ain't can nobody tell you nothing.
No,
and I promise you that, because I get the feeling, I know what it is. You put it on,
for real.
Yeah.
So how do you feel when it comes to the dynamic of, you know what I'm saying, entrepreneurship, when there's a lot of times where, you know, people don't support, you know what I'm saying? They talk a lot, but they don't support. So how do you deal with those type of situations and get in the proper headspace?
You can't never get in the proper headspace for that, because that's like a little thing that plays with your mind. You know how you want something positive and you get to that obstacle, you about to jump it. You're like, oh, hold on, what is this? What is that? That's that thought in your head, that what if thoughts and stuff like that. So you gotta put that to the side, because that's always gonna happen no matter what you're doing. Whether you're doing clothes, whether you're doing music, whether you're doing photography, whether you're doing anything, you're gonna have that time when it feels like nobody is paying attention to you. It feels like nobody is supporting you. It feels like whatever I drop or whatever I make, is they fucking with it? Is they rocking with it? It just feels that way, though. It's always people on the back end later on like, yo, you know, I seen when you did this. So I know you like, damn, I didn't even know you saw that. And that's what make you keep pushing and make you want to keep trying to keep going again, just by knowing no matter what I'm doing, eventually somebody gonna see it, somebody gonna like it, somebody gonna want it, somebody gonna pay attention to it. And sometimes it's not even about the people paying attention to it. It's about actually me getting my thoughts out and seeing it come to life. That's the biggest joy of it, for real, seeing my thoughts come to life. Because ain't nobody teaching me nothing or showing me nothing. Like I got plates and panels everywhere. Like this is something else I'm about to try to do and bring up that I ain't never even did before. Right. I ain't never sold no women garments or put none of that together, but I'm about to do it today. We about to get it in today, and it's gonna come out the way it's supposed to come out, or I'm gonna keep trying until it come out the way it needs to come out.
Yes. So where do you get your entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying, like ingenuity or mindset, you know what I'm saying, which I know, but you know what I'm saying, like
push the streets. Right. That's where everything started from. Like anybody that's really rich or really trying to make it or really grinding at the hustle, basically sometimes they started outside. Like that's where it started from, and just knowing, hey, it's something better, so just keep pushing. That showed me how to keep going, like real life. Showed me how to keep going, how to hustle, how to grind, how to communicate, how to sell stuff. Because everything's gonna sell itself, and you gotta make it look the way it's supposed to look. It's gonna sell itself. Just put the time and the work in. If people won't notice the time and the work you put in, if you ain't put no dedication into it, it's gonna show. You ain't gonna get no likes, you ain't gonna get no money, you ain't gonna get nothing. Just like you come outside with some huff. Ain't nobody gonna buy no huff. You gotta come out with straight gas or make it look pretty as a mug, so people can think it's some of that. And when they get it, they're like, oh, I done spent my money, but they gonna still come back because they gonna let you know it was bad, or they gonna let you know, hey, it looked as good as a mug, but I needed to look like this, or I wanted to feel like this, or I wanted to be like this. And you can just go ahead, and that's how you just grab onto your customer. You just won a customer over, just that simple, by mistake though, by making Huff look pretty, making something that you think is trash, somebody else think is some of that. And they gonna keep coming back every time.
Facts. So, for those who don't know, you my cousin, right?
You did.
Do you remember our first business that we started together?
We were selling snakes, man. Hey, stop playing. Middle school, elementary school, man, we going up in the woods around the Ave, around Dipset, don't nobody even know nothing. And going up in the woods, grab them guys, snakes. We had all types of snakes, bro. Bottled them joints up, taking them to school, and we were selling them joints to people like it was nothing. Having cash, like money off of garden snakes. I didn't even think that was even possible. We'd come home, do homework, do whatever, come smack outside, be in the woods, realize everybody around the neighborhood think it's just sweet. Everybody in the neighborhood like, y'all niggas, wow, woo, woo. Whole time we buy curry out every day after school. We got french fries, mumbo sauce, everything, treating everybody after school off of selling garden snakes though. The people that they can't even take them home for real. Like they kirking out because their mama was kirking out or anything. They come up with a garden, so they just pay like $20 for, $15 for. Like we was real live young. And that's how I know now that it was meant for me to do this. Because as a kid, I'm selling garden snakes out the woods. Like, I got you to buy something that you didn't even know you wanted. Like, you didn't even know you needed, for real, for real.
Yeah. So I just wanted to like mark that because, you know what I'm saying, people get it twisted and don't understand that we've been entrepreneurs our whole life. Like we've been entrepreneurs since middle school, and like we've been really like doing this since middle school and always coming up with different hustles. Selling garden snakes, selling newts, selling lizards. You know what I'm saying? This is like what we did to people who didn't have woods in their neighborhood. So with that being said, right, the future, you know what I'm saying, within like 5 years, like where do you see yourself, you know what I'm saying, in 5 years with the business, your brand, you know what I'm saying, and yourself?
So myself with the business and the brand, 5 years, way better than where we are right now. Because I'm pushing and I'm grinding. So it's nothing but going up from right here. And like I say, 2 years, or I say some months ago, I wasn't even in this spot that I'm in now. So 5 years from now, man, who knows what this? I could have storefronts, I could have trucks. I'm pushing for whatever that I need to push for to keep the business going and to support my family. Because that's what I'm doing it for. When I'm gone, it's supposed to be for my kids. So that's what I'm actually pushing it for. So I ain't gonna even say 5 years, man. A couple months, I might be out of this space into a bigger space. You feel what I'm talking about? So it's just been a good journey. Like the journey is real life, guide me to places that I didn't even know I was gonna be able to see or touch or even be able to step a foot in sometimes or whatever, and talk to people that I didn't even think was gonna ever even talk to me about any of this type of stuff. So this job, like, I think again in 5 years, I may have people trying to do what I'm doing. Literally, me showing some people what I did or how I got to this point. Some followers, if that's the right word to use. Not followers, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Stretching the money out. You talking about I done stretch it so long where as though they wanna grab onto it. They wanna learn how to sew. They wanna know how to size their own clothes instead of going overseas, instead of doing all this text messaging and all that. Just go get the fabric, get a sewing machine, and then just get it done. All it takes is some time that you want to take into yourself. That's why the brand is called FoveitzLoyalty. Because you can love a lot, but that don't mean you're going to be into it. That don't mean you're going to be loyal to it. That don't mean you're going to stand on 10 for it. Like, that's what the brand is actually, the mission is to get people to actually see the outside of saying I love something or someone or doing something for love. Nah, you gotta be loyal to it. Like, you spend bread to make sure it happens. You spend bread on other clothes that people is constructing for you so they can make it happen for you. So they're being loyal to themselves, so why not be loyal to yourself also and just invest in yourself? Make your own time frame.
Ooh, talk man, talk now.
Got
So,
to, man.
during your learning time, and you said a few times that, you know what I'm saying, you just learning. Um, what is your discipline like to stay to it and stick to it in the learning process when in a world where some people, if they don't get it one time, they quit. So what discipline that you use or mantra that you use to stick to it when you learn in your learning process?
Always thinking I'm behind. Like, what I'm doing now, I may be ahead of certain people or ahead of certain things, but in my mind, I'm behind. I'm trying to catch up for real. So I'm trying to learn all that I can learn around this fashion aspect, around the garment aspect, around the streetwear aspect. It's so many different roads you can go with, and then just being actually true to myself with it. Like, I want to do it. Ain't nobody gonna make me want to do it. I'm trying to be rich. I'm trying to have a rich mindset. So I gotta stick to what I'm trying to do. So that makes me want to learn more into it. I know it's more to sewing. I want to know different ways to sew. I want to know different things that I can sew. I don't want to limit myself, because once I get limited, then that's the end of the road for me. I need to be not extendable. I need to be one of the one. Like, I gotta know all I can know. So there ain't no other choice but people to turn to me, because they ain't gonna take the time to learn what I learned. They ain't gonna put the foot into it for me for them to know. So make them come look for me. That's my mindset. I gotta know everything I need to know, because they gonna come looking for me one day, and I gotta know what I need to know so I can keep it moving.
Facts. So last but not least, man, what you got to those future entrepreneurs, those designers, those creators, those people who in your space doing what you doing, you know what I'm saying? What advice that you got to them, you know what I'm saying, right now in 2026?
2026, man, don't let up on yourself. Don't let up on yourself at all. Push yourself to the limit, to the point where you're like, oh, I'm about to cry. I'm down to my ends. I'm about to cry. That's when you're going to see the truth. That's what you're going to see what you made of, for real. And don't worry about everybody else. Supporters going to come. Supporters going to go. Don't worry about being supported. Once you start thinking about being supported, you lose the aspect, you lose the vision of what you really try to do. So then now you just worrying about money. And once people think that you only worrying about money, then that's the end of the road for you too. You can't be all about bread. Got to be about winning. winning. That's the end goal. Winning, not the finances of winning, but the winning of life. So just don't let up on yourself. Keep pushing. And know you can't stop, because it ain't no stop. It ain't no letting up on yourself.
Whoa, man, that was a doozy. That's the first episode of Boss the Boss. The first boss we talked to is my cousin SOSO. So y'all already know what it is. Make sure y'all tap into FoveitzLoyalty, the brand. The website will be up soon. I will drop the link in the bio. Keep it moving. And you already know, man. Stay positive, you know what I'm saying? And keep it moving. You already know. And I'm gone.